Well, we're back out here getting ready to do some more work on the Winnebago. I had ordered a master cylinder and 4 wheel cylinders. So I have part of that order. I'm still waiting on 2 wheel cylinders, but I certainly have enough to get started. If this thing was a year or 2 newer, it would have had disc brakes on the front and drum with wheel cylinders on the rear. But I think the first year for Winnebago like this was 68. So this would have been the second year. And at that time, 4-wheel drum brakes was the standard. And it's not rocket science. I just have to jack up each wheel and pull the drums off, put new wheel cylinders on, check the shoes and seals. And then also I've removed the master cylinder already. And it's not the correct one that came on it. Somebody's changed it once already, so they have replaced the brake lines where it connects to the master cylinder with 2 short lines so they could use this newer style with a dual reservoir. This thing doesn't have a brake booster, so it's not power brakes, but it's a 4-wheel drum. And as far as I remember, way back in the day driving it, it stopped pretty well. It's just that these will usually need to be replaced, and then I'll do a video driving it. I may hook my truck to it and pull it backwards so I can get better access to the wheels. And just been kind of busy and trying to find the time to put into this thing. I'll do more videos as I come along, but stay tuned and keep watching. Okay, I got my camera girl Carly Rose here helping me, and we took this new master cylinder, put it on the old Wilton vise on the back of the F350, and we're having to add these lines. We did use rust penetrant and anti-seize, and we're trying to get these clocked in the right position so when I get under the motorhome and bolt it in place, I can connect these to the lines that are already there. So we're trying to get it on here and get it in the right position and see about mounting it so we can move ahead. That looks pretty good right there. That one there is not the best, but I think it'll do.
Got a little device on the truck.
What?
There's a little device on the truck we're using.
Yeah, this is called a vise. And we needed a vise out here where we're working at. We had this old truck parked here, so we're using this vise. This is a really old Wilton vise made in the USA. No telling how old that is or how many times it's been used. It's been out in the weather a lot.
Me and Poppy got the master cylinder installed, and we finally got it installed, and now we have to do the wheel master cylinder.
Good job. All right, we got Carly Rose over here on the motorhome. She's 9. She likes to work with her poppy. And we're getting ready to pull the wheels off of this thing. We're going to start with the right front tire. She's going to lubricate the rusty lug nuts with this spray we got right here. And then we'll take a wrench and a jack and we'll start to remove these. A little bit more. Good job. I told her not to waste it, so she's trying to use it sparingly, but good job. Carly rides English horses. She's got all kind of ribbons and prizes for winning jumping, and she really likes her horses. She just got a new pony here lately. You're missing that one on the top. You need to get that last one up there, please. Thank you. All right, Carly, are you driving the big old motorhome?
Okay. Can we please take this camping when we finish working on it?
What? This thing is old. It's older than most people. It's old. It's like a 1969. It's almost as old as I am. You think it
That's
would
why
make
we're
it?
fixing it.
You think it would make it?
Yeah.
Where would we go? To the mountains or the beach? Or maybe a lake somewhere close?
Anyway.
Anywhere close? Would you sleep in this old thing?
Yeah.
I bet you would. We could cook supper on the stove over there. On this old vintage retro RV that we're working on. It's a Winnebago. That's an RV, Clark. Okay, we got the right front tire removed from the motorhome. We got a jack stand under here and a jack, and we're taking this drum off. It's been here a long time. The drum evidently has bad wheel bearings because it's got a lot of movement in it. We just have to unscrew this right here and then take the wheel bearing loose. The drum will come off, and we can access the brake shoes and the wheel cylinder. I thought it was odd that this cap screws on. Most vehicles this thing just snaps on, but this one's actually threaded on. So there's the cotter pin right there. We have to get that pin right there. Never use your hand as a hammer.
Why?
Because it's bad for you. Your hand's not supposed to be used as a hammer. You could injure yourself.
I'm sitting on a tire.
Good job.
Sand there.
Now we got the cotter pin.
Okay, you got it out.
Turn it off. Some of this old vintage grease.
Mm-hmm.
1968 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably had new grease put in it before, but it's still old grease. Now,
We're pulling it off, I
here's
think.
the outer bearing.
Now we're pulling it off.
Yeah. Ta-da! There goes the drum.
So that's what would go on the inside right here.
That's exactly right. When you push the brake pedal, these come out and touch this, which makes it stop or slow down. So, that's good. You can stop it right there.
Okay.
Where's your gloves at?
I think they're down there.
Keep your feet back. Don't get near that tire. It might be hot. You want to put these gloves on?
Are you recording?
Yeah.
Okay. Just put, where do you want me to put the...
Put them in that red bucket. There's a sweat bead right there, but
I'm not even sweating.
you don't have to. They just call them sweat beads because they're really small. And they can be mean.
They can?
They can sting you like a bee. The old sweat bee.
We'll go on that.
Might need to use two hands. I don't know.
I really need to scoot. Yeah.
Why don't you get on your knees instead of laying down? It would be better if you get up on your knees. Keep going. Don't beat on it with your hand. They got paint on them, so they're not coming out very easily. Alright. Take one hand and hold the extension. There you go. Oh, that one came off easy. Alright. Do them all. They all have to come off.
Do these small ones?
No. They're going to probably have to come off, but not yet.
Come on.
Keep going. It'll stop. Now we want to count them and make sure there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got all of those.
Okay.
Now the question is,
Will she come off?
if you notice on the Winnebago, on the lug studs, there's an L on the driver's side and there's an R on the right side. Back in the late 60s, Dodge was famous for using reverse threads on the driver's side of the car. So you have to be careful, because when you're taking the lug nuts off on the right side, passenger side, you turn them left for loosen. On the driver's side, you have to turn them right to loosen the lug studs. They stopped doing that after a while, but there's an L and an R on the lug studs, so you have to watch that. Otherwise, you'll break lug studs trying to get them off thinking you're going the right way, and in fact, you're going the wrong way. We're about to pull the drum off. We got the tire off the left rear, and we got the wheel bearing and the axle pulled. So now we're going to pull the drum off where we can access the wheel cylinder.
He's taking the lug nut off. I think that's what we're going to call it. No, that's not right.
Okay, I got Carly Rose here, my #1 best helper, and she's going to help me inflate the tires on the 1969 Winnebago. Carly's a multifaceted individual. She can be your camera person, she can bring you tools, she can take tires and wheels off, she can inflate tires to the correct amount, she can entertain you. She's the best helper I've had so far. How many pounds is it?
50.
Are you sure? All right, now we got to do this next one.
I don't know if I can.
Just flip it over. Be careful. Can't have my helper getting hurt.
It'll be okay.
Now we probably have to flip that one over also. Bend with your knees. 2 hands, pick it up. Just lay it over on that other tire. Heave! Ho! Hit it like a girl. Good job.
We're back with the motorhome, but right now we're going to be giving y'all a tour. It's very messy, just warning you. So we're going to be giving a tour of thing, the motorhome. So let's start over here. It's very messy. So we have the steering wheel. The other day he hot wired it. And here's what my foot's resting on. And then here is the amazing part. It has a radio. That's the cool part about it. Because when they were little, or like older, they didn't have radios. This might not even be a radio. It's not really a radio, like a manual radio, but it is a radio. But this is like so good. Yeah. But the bad thing about this is it does have a blinker. It might have a blinker. Oh yeah, I think that's the blinker. So this is the blinker. This is the blinker. You push it down to go this way. And you push it down over here to go like that. Okay. So there's that. See? I'm gonna try and look something up. I guess you want to see that. Here is the something. I don't know what that's supposed to be for. Actually, if you hear noises, it's him working out there. Floor's kind of dirty. I might not go back there. I probably won't go back there. Why am I going back here? Okay, goodbye. So back there. I am too scared of rats. Because they're weird. They're weird. So we're gonna take this first pee. It's very silent. Don't miss this one. Bye. Stay tuned for the next video.
Now, I've had a lot of helpers in my day. I've had some grown men and some young boys, and I mean, this one right here, buddy, she's a helper. I have to make her get out of the way. She works and she sweats. Watch her put these lug nuts on right here. Keep going. Go back. Let's make sure. That's good. See, these are left hand because it's on the left hand side of a 69 Dodge. That's good.